that is a 10% decrease. All of this happens on 100. So therefore, it is a perfect example of successive percentage change. And you can simply use it like this. 1 minute, please. So now what I'll do is, you have to now, how do you use a successive percentage change? So you see that it is A value will be 20 and B value will be 15. Okay, just apply this. Then what you will get is you will get 20 plus 15 plus 20 into 15 is 300. 300 divided by 100. So this will give me a total of 38 percentage. Okay, so this is for 20 and 15. What I'll do is I'll do it for 10 and 5. Remember, this is negative 10 and negative 5. So how do you do negative 10 and negative 5? A must be equal to minus 10 and B must be equal to minus 5. Okay, A must be equal to minus 10, B must be equal to minus 5. So minus 10 minus 5, minus into minus is plus. So 10 into 5 is 50. So this should be 50 divided by 100. Right, and so what this will give me is minus 15 plus 0.5, so will give me minus 14.5 percentage. Okay, so now all I have to do is again put this 38 percentage and minus 14.5 percentage in the formula again, and I'll get the final change. So if I want to know the final change, I have to take A value as 38 plus 38 and B value must be taken as minus 14.5. Okay, so A value is plus 38. So 38 minus 14.5. 38 into 14.5 will be what? So this will give me 551. This will give me 551 divided by 100. Okay, so all you have to do with this is 38 minus 14.5 minus 5.51. Okay. So this will give me 38 minus 20.01, which is actually 17.99 percentage. See, all I had to do is just these 3 steps. If you really understand this question, guys, within these 3 steps, you have your answer. I've underlined 3 steps, right? Just those 3 steps you need to do. Okay, if you really understand the question. If you really understand the question, so obviously the questions that we are going to see are going to be difficult questions. Okay, because because of it is company related questions. It is not going to, they are not going to give you obvious questions. They are not going to give you direct questions. It is going to be difficult only. Okay, but there are ways, if you understand it, it is going to become easy. You can see that normally students, this is how they do it. They read this question and they'll go like this. They'll assume it as 100, increase it by 20, then decrease, all this they'll do and finally get. I'm not saying the answer is, the method is correct, the answer is correct. But while we are able to do it using just 3 lines, just if you understand it, all you need to do is just these 3 lines, the 3 lines that I've underlined. Okay, and you get the answer, which is 17.99 percentage. That is if you understand. So here I'll write it as alternate easy method. Okay, when you go through this material, you will understand easy method, right? So you'll see, of course, all this I've written for your understanding is you don't need to write the formula. You don't need to write 20%, 15%, and all. Like I told you, all you need to do is just the 3 lines that I've underlined. If you are able to do this 3 lanes, this is all the calculation you need to do. So this will happen within like 10, 20 seconds or 30 seconds maximum, right? So, okay, hope that made sense. Okay. Okay. It depends on, let's say if you have just the 3. So let's suppose, oh God. So difficult to draw this arrow marks, guys. So anyway, so let's say you just had 3. Okay, let's say you just had 3. Now what happens is, yeah, okay, you had 3, great. When 20%, 15%, 10%. Okay. Now first apply these 2. Okay, so first what I'll do is I'll take A value as 20 plus 20 because it is increase. It is very important. If I did not tell you guys this, This this is plus 20 and plus 15. Why is it plus? Because it is an increase. Green color, you see green color like petrol price. So it is green color, so it is increase. So plus 20 plus 15. This is minus 10 and minus 5 because it is a decrease. Wherever you are decreasing, you have to do minus. Increase should be plus. So here 20 is increase, and similarly 15 is also increase, right? Plus 15. So this will give me, yeah, what is the formula? A plus B plus AB by 100. Okay, this is the formula for successive percentage change. So this will give me a net percent change. Okay, so this A will be 20, B will be 15. So we just now did it, right? So this will be 300 by 100. So which will give me 38. Okay, this will give me 38 percentage. Okay, so what happens here is this now you have to apply this 38 percentage with this one. Okay, you have to apply this 38 percentage with this 10%. Okay, so A will be plus 38 and B will be minus 10, right? So now you will be able to get the answer. Okay, apply it in the same formula, you will get this. Okay, see, maximum they'll give, usually it will be 2, 3 only. Okay, maximum there will be 5. Okay, so beyond 5 and they won't give, it is very rare. Okay, so there will be maximum 2 or 3. Okay, usually it will be 3, guys. Three is the maximum number. Okay, rarely they give 4 or 5, but you can do it like this when they give such numbers. This material will be shared. I will give you guys okay, I'll give you guys an afternoon session. Okay, I'll give you guys a link. Okay, or after some time I'll give you guys a link where you can download this material, or it is a Google Drive link. Okay, so where I'll give you guys this whole thing will be uploaded in that Google Drive link. You can download it whenever you want, so it'll always be there. Okay, so I'll give you the link. Okay, during the interval time or something, I'll give you the link where this file will be uploaded. Okay, so all that we do in this file, you will get it, so don't worry about that. So we'll move on. We'll move on to the next one. So the next question, guys, see, if you have any doubts, put it in the comment section. You know the drill, right? So put it in the comment section and we'll go through it. Right. This question, guys, just try this. You just try this question. I will go through this. I think you already know how to do it, but we'll go through this anyway. You just try this question. We'll discuss. Okay, I'm getting some messages here. Is this method applicable only when the cost is 100? No, no. It is not like that. Okay, so you can apply it whenever you want it. Okay, wherever you are doing successive percent change, you can apply it. Wherever successive percentage change is done, you can apply it. See, we'll talk about that, Monisha. Okay, so I'll give you a proper explanation for this. Just a minute. If somebody is asking, can we get yesterday's file? Yesterday I did not do the session, right? So which file do you want? Yesterday I did not do the session, right? For you guys, this is the first time I'm doing for you, right? So Niharika is asking, what if 4 values, 3 are increased and 1 are decreased? No, yesterday technical, I'm not sure about the technical thing, guys. Yesterday you had technical, is it? I don't know what happens there. Okay, is there a contact person? You can contact somebody for that. Let me give you guys some numbers. Okay, so you want the material. You have a Telegram group, right? If you have a Telegram group, you will be able to see that. Ask them. Do you guys have a platform where you can ask all such questions? Yeah, Nikhil, that is exactly right. Okay, so I think I have lots of questions here based on this. So why don't I just give you guys another example so that you understand it even better? Let me just, before we try this case, I am going to give you guys another question based upon that. Okay, it is actually again a very important question. So let me say the price of let's say price per kg of rice. Okay, the price per kg of rice increased by the price per kg of rice increased by 10 percentage. Okay, the price paid per kg of rice increased by 10 percentage. Its consumption decreases by 5 percentage. The question is, what is the net effect on sales? Okay, so the price per kg of rice is increased by 10 percentage and its consumption is decreased by 5 percentage. What is the net effect on sales? Okay, so but just before this, yeah, okay, I just want to say, let's say there is a 10% increase and there is a 20% increase and there is a 30 percentage increase. Okay, and there is a 20% decrease. Okay, we have four things. How do you do this here? Again, I'll first find the net percent change of 10% increase and 20% increase. I'll find the net percent change of this. Okay, with this, you can use this formula A plus B plus AB by 100, right? So I'll use this formula and find the net percent change. AB by 100. So this will give me net percent change. Okay, this will give me net percentage. Then I'll do 30 percentage increase and 30 percentage increase and 20 percentage decrease. Okay, I'll have 30 percentage increase and then 20 percentage decrease here. So again, this should be, you can again find the change, net percent change using the formula. Okay, so here A value will be equal to plus 10, right? And B value would be equal to plus 20. For 10% increase and 20 percentage increase, guys, what does this two increases equal to? When you increase a number by 10% and increase it again by 10%, 20 percentage, what does that equal to in terms of increase? Okay, what does that equal to in terms of increase? So in terms of increase, what happens is this is A plus 10, B is plus 20. You put it here, you will get the net percentage change. So this would be 10 plus 20 plus 10 into 20 is 200 divided by 100. So which will give me 32 percentage. Okay. So what is 30% increase and 20% decrease? What does this net do? So here A would be equal to plus 10 and B would be equal to minus 20. Well, because it is decrease. Why minus? Because 20% decrease here, right? So for that reason. So I'll have 10, no, sorry, this is not 10, this is 30, right? So this here would be 30 minus 20 minus 30 into 20 is 600. 600 divided by 100 will give me 30 minus 20 is 10 minus 6, which will give me 4 percentage. Okay, so the net change for this is 32 percentage. The net change for this is 4 percentage, right? The net change for this is 4 percentage. So now I'll have to do what is the net change of 32% increase and 4 percentage decrease. I have to see what is the net change of 32% increase and 4% decrease. So this would be A is equal to plus 32, okay, and B is equal to minus 4. A is equal to plus 32 and B is equal to minus 4. So you will get A plus B plus AB by 100, right? So this will give me 32 minus 4, and 32 into 4 will give me 128. So 128 divided by 100, but you'll get some value here, right? So you'll get 28 minus 1.28, you know, will give you something like 26.72, right? So you will get something like this, okay? But the most important thing is how I did it. So for first I did the first two, then I did the second two, found their net percentage changes. I found it as 32% and minus, sorry, this is not minus 4, sorry, this is 4, right? So 10 minus 6 is 4, so this should be 4% increase. Sorry for that, guys. So this should be plus 4. So I'm sorry for this. 32 plus 4, and this is going to be 36. So this should be 36 and 1.28. So this is 37.28 percentage. Okay, so that is the correct answer actually. Okay, right. So having said that, okay, we'll look at this question. Okay, the price per kg of rice increased by 10%, its consumption decreased by 5%. What is the net effect on sales? Now, if you want to understand this question, you have to understand the relationship between price per kg. Okay, price per kg, you have to understand this, multiplied by consumption is equal to sales. Okay, let me give you an example here. Let's suppose the price per kg is rupees 500, or I will keep it as 200. Okay, price per kg of that rice. Okay, that rice, you keep it as rice is whatever is comfortable. Rupees 200. Now consumption is 10 kgs. Okay, the consumption is 10 kgs. Now what is the sales? Sales is going to be rupees 200 into 10, rupees 2000. Rupees 2000. Now what they're saying is the price per kg of the rice increased by 10%. Okay, so there is an increase of 10% here. So what has increased 10%? This one. This one has increased by 10%. This one kind of has increased by 10%. So if you increase this by 10%, this you increase it by 10%, and they say the consumption decreases by 5%. The consumption decreases by 5%. So I'll have this as 5% decrease. This is a 5% decrease. Now, because of this change, what is the net effect? That is what we have to see. Now, the usual method is if you increase this by 10%, what will happen? This will become 220. If you decrease this by 5%, this will become 9.5 kgs. Am I right, guys? This will be 220, this will be 9.5 kgs. So this will give me 220 into 9.5, which would be 2090. This will give me rupees 2090. Now, the question is, what is the net effect on the sales? Now, net effect on sales, or they'll give percentage wise, they'll give it. So you have to see what is the percentage increase or decrease because of this. Okay, because of these two changes, obviously there is a percentage increase. So the percentage increase would be 2090 minus 2000 divided by 2000 into 100. This is the net effect here. Now, if you solve this, you will get some percentage. Let me just show you what answer you're getting. You solve this, you will get 4.5%. Okay, you will get 4.5%. Okay, so what it means is, guys, because of the 10% increase in price per kg and 5% decrease in consumption, the net effect is there is a 4.5% increase in sales. What is the net effect? The net effect is there is a 4.5% increase in sales. Okay, so the answer is 4.5%. But doing all this is difficult. If you think about how you can use the successive change formula. Successive change formula. Okay, where you can simply use the successive change formula and then get the answer. So for this, what you can do is A plus B plus AB divided by 100, right? Now, all I have to do is to find that this will give me the net percent change, which is what we want, right? We want the net percent change. So A here would be equal to plus 10, Y plus 10 because it is 10 percentage increase. B here would be equal to minus 5, Y minus 5 because it is 5 percentage decrease. That's it. You substitute it, you will get the answer within 1 second. I mean, not 1 second, right? 10 minus 5 minus 10 into 5 is 50 divided by 100. So this will give me 5 minus 0.5, which is 4.5 percentage. See how easy it is. Now, obviously, there is a plus, which indicates there is an increase. There is a plus sign, right? Here. There is a plus sign here. So, which indicates that it is increase. Okay. Plus indicate if there was a minus, it indicates there is a decrease. Okay. So here I'll just write it down so that you guys know this. Here plus indicates we have an increase. Okay. This is what the plus indicates. Okay. Right. So you can see how easy it makes it. This formula will make it very easy. Okay. You know, these are no, this 210, these are all assumptions. I'm just giving assumptions. You can see once you understand, okay, this is of this type. After this, you can directly jump to these three lines. Okay. So I'll again write it as alternate easy method. Okay, I'll write it as alternate easy method. Okay, so you can directly jump to this method. Okay, so we'll come back to this again here. Okay, guys. So we'll work on this question. I gave you the second question, right? You know, I think we have more problems in this type. Okay, we'll come back to this later. So we'll just try to answer this question. P is 5 times as efficient as Q in respect of doing a work. Together they completed in 20 days. What is the time of P? Now, if you already tried this, if you get answer 24, you are right. Okay, you already tried this question, you get an answer just 24, you guys are absolutely right. Okay, now let me just talk about this. P, now there is something called efficiency and time. Okay, efficiency and time are inversely proportional. Efficiency and time are inversely proportional. Okay, efficiency and time are inversely proportional. Now, they say P is 5 times as efficient as Q in respect to doing a work. Together they complete it in 20 days. What is the time of P? I think you have, we'll try this. Okay. Okay, just try this case. I'll explain this here. Okay. right? One of the easy ways of solving this is, yes, we know efficiency and time are inversely proportional. Okay, so for that reason, guys, if see together they complete it in 20 days, what does it mean? P time taken by P and Q. Okay, time taken by P and Q is 20 days. Now, you know the time taken by P and Q is 20 days. How do you get efficiency? Because efficiency and time are inversely proportional. I can get efficiency of P and Q as 20, 1 by 20. I just have to inverse it. Okay, efficiency of P and Q is equal to 1 by 20. Now, you have to understand something. When I say efficiency of P and Q, I just write P plus Q is equal to 1 by 20. Okay, why this is? It is I take P as the efficiency of P. Okay, P here represents P's efficiency, and Q here represents Q's efficiency. Okay, P here represents P's efficiency, Q here represents Q's efficiency. So now when I do this, when I know the time taken by P and Q is 20 days, efficiency of P and Q is 1 by 20. Now, let me just tell you why we are getting this. Why is that we are inversing it? Okay, you have to know the reason, guys. If you look at this formula for efficiency, okay, the formula for efficiency is this. Efficiency will be equal to work done divided by time taken. Okay, efficiency would be equal to work done divided by time taken. Now, this is what whenever I say time taken by P and Q is 20 days, efficiency of P and Q is 1 by 20. So this is fractional method. Okay, you see time and work has two methods. One is fractional method and the second one is LCM method. The LCM method is not so much so helpful for us yet. Okay, the best thing is to use the fractional method. So with fractional method, efficiency is equal to work done by time. The work done is always one. The total work is always one in fractional method. So if you do not know this, now you should know this. In fractional method, total work is always one. Okay, in fractional method, total work is always one. So what does it mean? So what it means is, it means here work done will be one. Work done will be one. What divided by what is the time taken? Time taken is 20 days. We know this, right? So that is how I got the efficiency as 1 by 20. Okay, work done, the total, this work done is the total work done, which is always one in fractional method. Time taken is 20 days. So 1 by 20 will be the efficiency. So that is why when time taken by P and Q is given as 20 days, we say efficiency of P and Q is 1 by 20. We just inverse it. We make the ulta of it and then say that. And because I know P's efficiency is represented by P, Q's efficiency is represented by Q, I can simply write P plus Q is equal to 1 by 20. Okay, I can simply write P plus Q is equal to 1 by 20. We also know that P is 5 times efficient as Q, right? P is 5 times as efficient as Q. So can I write P is equal to 5Q? Yes, you know P is P's efficiency. Q is Q's efficiency, right? So can I write P is equal to 5Q? Yes. So now what will happen is, the question is what is the time of P? Okay. So now what will happen is you can just replace this. This will give me P by 5 is equal to Q. Okay, this will give me P by 5 is equal to Q. So I'll just write it as P plus Q can be written as P by 5 is equal to 1 by 20. Is equal to 1 by 20. So now you take the LCM. What will happen is you will get 5P plus P divided by 5 is equal to 1 by 20. Okay. So you take the LCM, you will get it like this: 5P plus P divided by 5 is equal to 1 by 20. This 5 goes there, so you will get 6P is equal to 1 by 4, and therefore P would be equal to 1 divided by 24. Okay. Now, what does this P tell you, guys? P is P's efficiency. So what you have here is 1 by 24 is piece efficiency is 1 by 24. Piece efficiency is 1 by 24. Okay. Now, if you know this, piece time will be 24 days. How do I know that? It is because of the formula. Okay, there is one skeleton formula which you must remember, guys. Okay. Okay, it is called the ARC equation. Amount is equal to rate into time. When it comes to time, speed, and distance, this will be written as distance is equal to speed multiplied by time. So this is TSD. TSD is time, speed, distance. The same thing when it comes to time and work. It becomes work done is equal to efficiency multiplied by time. So this is for time and work. Okay, it is the same skeleton equation. Amount is equal to rate into time, right? So it is the same skeleton equation. Amount is equal to rate into time. When it comes to time, speed, distance, it is distance. This is amount. Speed, which is the rate. Time is time. When it comes to time and work, work done is the amount. Efficiency is the rate, and time is time. So 1 minute, guys. Just a minute. Just a minute, guys. Right. So because of this, guys, if you can remember this one formula, okay, you can see this work done is equal to efficiency into time. If you can remember this one formula, this is what you keep on using here. Because you remember this efficiency is work done by time, right? If you know that work done is equal to efficiency into time, efficiency will be work done by time, right? From this you can derive that. Time would be equal to work done by efficiency, right? Time would be equal to work done by efficiency. So here we have to know piece time. So for that I have to do work done divided by piece efficiency. This is the formula, right? So I'm just like directly using the formula here. So work done here will be equal to 1 divided by piece efficiency is going to be equal to 1 divided by 24. So can you see that? Piece efficiency is 1 divided by 24. Work done will be 1. Now this 24 will come to the top, and therefore you get 24 days. This is the reason why we inverse. But when you want to go from efficiency to time, inverse. Time to efficiency, inverse. Correct? Here you have 20 days. You want to move from 20 to this inverse, 1 by 20. Time to efficiency, you had to inverse. From efficiency to time, you had to inverse. Why inverse? It is because you are actually applying the formula. Okay, we just say inverse, but you are actually applying the formula. That is what is happening. Okay, the formula is this one. Okay, work done into efficiency equal to work done is equal to efficiency into time. So this, if you can see, W is equal to E into T. So if you want efficiency, you can say W by T. If you want T, you can say W by E. Okay. So this is all there. Okay. Right. So we'll, we'll. I hope you guys understand why the answer is 24 now. Okay. So and this base, what I taught you, hope it helps you in other problems also. Okay. Right. We'll move on to the next one here, guys. Just try this question, then I'll explain this. And if you have any other doubts, just put it in the comment box. As far as whether we can do it using LCM method, I will just talk about and just talk about it after some time. Okay, just give me some time. I'll talk about it in some time. Right. Let me just explain this question here, guys. Okay. Now, what happens is, see, you want to pick two distinct numbers from the set. In how many ways can you do this so that the product is even? Now, see, in how many ways? First of all, you can pick two distinct numbers. That is the question here. Now, so you can select 1, 2, right? This is two distinct. Then you can select 1, 3. Then you can select 1, 4. Two distinct numbers. So can you do 2, 1? No, it is already selected, right? So can you do 2, 3? So you can do 2, 3. You can do 2, 4. Two distinct numbers. You obviously cannot do 2, 2. Then you can do 3, 1. 3, 1 is already selected. 1, 3, 3, 1. Right? So 3, 2 is also already selected. So next one is 3, 4. So these are the 6 ways in which you can select these numbers. These are the situations which you can select these numbers. Out of this, you have to see which one gives you an even product. Okay, when there is if there is at least one even number, that it will have an even product. Okay, so you can see this will give you an even product. This will give you an even product, and this will give you an even product. This also will give you an even product. If you have one even number, guys, you will definitely have an even product only. Okay, even and anything is even. So, but this will give you an odd product because no even number. So out of so totally five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five out of 6 is even. So in how many ways can you do this so that the product is even? 5 ways. The answer is 5 ways. You can do it in 5 ways. Okay, right. So we move on to the next question. The answer is 5 ways for this. Yes. So let me just show you guys this question. Let's look at this slide, guys, and we'll discuss. Yeah, okay. In exams, you get complicated questions only. Okay, Ravi. Okay, yes, Ravi. How many times will you ask me, Ravi? When you send messages, you make sure that you send me one message that is sufficient. Okay, okay. Just send me if you are sending a message. Please make sure that there is only. What is the question? Here, okay, okay. Uh, right. So for this question, what we are going to do is let me just explain the question here. Okay. Okay. So what we have is what is the least multiple of 30 which is divided by 3, 4, 5, 8, 10, the least remainder 2 in each case. Okay. Okay. Now just forget about the least multiple of 30. Okay. Okay. So let's forget about this. So this is the question. But when you want to solve this, forget about the least multiple of 30. Okay. Okay. Uh, you forget about this. What is the least which is divisible which is divided by 3, 4, 5, and 10 is remainder 2 in each case. So what happens is any number case, so which which is divisible. You have any number, let's say you want to find a number divisible by a number divisible by, let's say, x and y. If you want to find a number divisible by x and y, you have to find the LCM of x and y. You simply have to find the LCM of x and y. So a number divisible by x and y, you have to find the LCM of x and y. So what is the LCM of x and y? You will have some value, right? You will get some value. So that is the number divisible by x and y. Or I can say LCM of x and y is the first number divisible by x comma y. Okay, a number divisible by x comma y. LCM of x comma y is the first number divisible by x comma y. Okay, so now what happens is here. What is the second number divisible by x and y? It is 2 times LCM of x and y. 2 times you multiply by LCM of x and y. Okay, 2 times you multiply LCM of x and y, you will get that. This is the second number divisible by x and y. The second number divisible by x comma y. Okay. So third number divisible by x and y is what? Third number divisible by x and y is going to be 3 times LCM of x and y. So this will be the third number divisible by x and y. So here they want to know what is the least multiple of 13 is divisible by 3, 4, 5 and the remainder 2. So first what I do is to find the first number divisible by 3, 4, 5, 8 and 10. What should I do? I should take the LCM of 3, 4, 5, 8, 10. So this will give me the first number divisible by all these numbers. The first number divisible by 3, 4, 5, 8, 10. So what is it that we are getting here is what is the first number that is divisible by all these numbers? So can you please tell me the answer? What is the first number divisible by all numbers? So if you do this, you will get 120. If you do this, you will get 120. So LCM of all these numbers is going to be equal to 120 here. Okay, so LCM of all these numbers is going to be equal to 120. So now, if they ask just that, you will get 122 as an answer. But the question is, what is the least multiple of 13? So now the second number which is divisible by this will be 2 into 120, right? The second number divisible by 3, 4, 5, 8, 10. Okay, so the second number divisible by 3, 4, 5, 8, 10 is going to be 2 times 120. Third number divisible by all this will be 3 times 120. Right? So the third number divisible by all this is going to be 3 times 120. And the fourth number will be 4 times 120. It goes on like this. So which number will be a multiple of 13? What is the least number in the multiple of 13? Which number will be a multiple of 13? So the number which goes like this, 13 into LCM, right? The number which goes like 4 into 120. Obviously 120 is not divisible by 13. So you have to go for the 13th number. 13th number. So 13th number divisible by 3, 4, 5, 8, 10. Okay, that's 13 into 120. Now this will be a multiple of 13 definitely. The question is what is the least multiple of 13, right? So this is going to be multiple of 13. So this, if you do it, I think you'll get 1560, right? 13, yeah, you'll get 1560. So 1560 is the least 13th number, and the least number will be multiple of 13, right? So 1560, and obviously, so but this is not the answer. The question is will give a remainder of 2 in each case, right? So you have to add 2 to this. You'll get 1562. So 1562 is the least multiple of 13, which is divided by 3, 4, 5, 8, and there is remainder 2 in each case. So the answer is 1562. Okay. So you can see here, you can see 1562. Yeah, 1562 is the correct answer. So, for the previous problem, we had 6 possible, 4. The number of ways in which you can select this is 4C2. 4C2 is 6. If you want to pick two distinct numbers from the set 1, 2, 3, 4, in how many ways can you do this so the product is even? Okay, if you want to know how many numbers you can pick, you simply do 4C2 because you have 4 numbers. If you have 4,000 numbers, then 4,000 C2. We have 4,000 numbers, 4,000 people. Okay, so that's the total number of possibilities. From that, you have to find how many even or odd or stuff like that. Okay, so if you want to know this, from 4, you can select 2 numbers in 4C 2 ways. So totally 6 possibilities here. So out of the 6, only one is even, right? So whenever you have both, you have to try to use this concept. Wherever you have one even number, you will be even or it will be odd, something like that. If it is like if it is not doable, like they won't give you. Okay, if you have to sit there and count for 4,000 for how many, if there is no method there, they won't give you. Okay, right now you find even or odd. There is only one method, which is if one of the numbers is even, the product will be even. So even multiplied by anything will be even. This is all that you have. If you want to know the total, it is 4,000. They won't 4,000 or not. Okay, so don't worry about that. Okay, because you don't have anything for that. How do you find how many combinations out of 4,000 combinations are odd and even? That is difficult. Okay, because this is all you have. Even if anything is even. So 4C2 is 6. So there are total 4,000 C2. To split between even and odd, that is difficult. Okay, so those they won't give you. So you need not worry about that. So now what we'll do here is, we want question 1552 is not divisible by 13. I did not say 1552 is divisible by 13. 1552 when divided by 3, 4, 5, 8, 10 gives the remainder 2. Okay, who says 1562 is divisible by 13? I mean, all this. So 1560 is not 62 is not 1560 is divisible by 13. So 1.62 and divisible by all this is remainder 2. That is what the question says, right? Which is the what is the least multiple of 13 is when divided with 3, 4, 5, 8, at least remainder 2 in each case. Okay. Right. So we move on to the next question, guys. So I want you to try this one. So try this question. right? Guys, all of your doubts, okay? All of your doubts, I will have a separate time for it, okay? Because right, if you go into doubts, I cannot finish the problem that I plan, okay? So there are so many people here asking doubts. So if I keep answering all your questions, I won't have time to complete what was the plan. So the doubts will do it separate. Just mark question, mark it and keep it. I'll open, I'll ask you guys, I'll give you time for that, okay? So all your doubts will be clear here. So don't worry about that. Right, so we have Akshaya, Vidya, okay, everybody saying 80 and most saying 80%. I also getting it well. Okay, 80 answer. Okay, right. Let me say this question here. Uh, with this question, guys, it is given when a father is 24 years older than his daughter, present age of the father is 4 times the age of the daughter. What was the age of the daughter? Now, one of the important ways they do this is take the present age of father. Okay, take the present age of father as FF. Okay. Then take the present age of daughter as D. Okay. So now all you have to do is we know a father is 24 years older than his daughter. So what does it mean? F is equal to D plus 24, right? So keep this as equation 1. So what do we know? We know at present the age of father is 4 times the age of the daughter. So we know F is equal to 4D. Okay, this you can take as equation 2. So what does the daughter? So write F in terms of D or substitute this in substitute F is equal to 4D 1. Okay, substitute F is equal to 4D in equation 1. Okay. So what happens is this becomes 4d is equal to t plus 24. The first one becomes like this. Or another one, e is equal to 24 and will give me v is equal to 8 years. This will give me v is equal to 8 years. Okay, so therefore you have the important thing with this age problems is this. Please make sure that you assume the current age FF and current age of father as FF and current age of daughter as LP. Okay, so please make sure that you do that. Okay, so or else it is going to be difficult. Okay. Okay. So the next question is going to be, so let's try this question. Um, guys, I call your love. Please make note of it. I like it. Ditendra is not 962. No, it is wrong. Previous problem is not that. Nirala, just give me some. Okay, anyway. See, just skip this question, guys. This is not at all a question, a very easy thing. I didn't want to give you that. Okay. See, a product of a real number and its square is 1728. So what does it mean? X into x squared is 1728. Okay. So you see, the answer is 12. Okay. So I did not want to give you such an easy question. Okay. You can go through this. I'll share the material. Okay. So if you're wondering about this document, I'll give you a link which you can download. Okay. I'll give you a link which you can download. Okay. So that won't be a problem where you can download this material. Okay, if you're worrying about material, you will get it anyway. This I did not want to give you guys. Okay, so just forget about it. Try this question. Okay, a set of mugs consists of 5 plastic mugs, each of a different design, and 2 glass mugs, each of a different design. In how many ways can these 7 mugs be arranged in a row if the glass mugs are separated from each other? Okay. The way we do, see, the question is this: a set of mugs consists of 5 plastic mugs, so it has 5 plastic here. This has 5 plastic mugs. Okay, and of course it is 5 different plastic mugs. So that there is a difference, right? Arranging different things, arranging identical things is not the same. 5 different plastic mugs and two different glass mugs. 2 different glass mugs. Okay. Um, in how many ways can these 7 mugs be arranged in a row if the glass mugs are separated from each other? Okay, so which means the 2 glass mugs cannot be together. Okay, the question is this: in how many ways can these 7 mugs be arranged so that so that these glass mugs are separated from each other? How many ways can these 7 mugs be arranged so that glass mugs are not together? Not together. Now, the one of the easiest ways to do this is find the total number of ways. Find the number of ways the 2 glass mugs will be together. Using that, you can find the number of ways in which the glass mugs are not together. Okay, so let me just explain this here. Okay, first you find the total number of ways. Okay, find the total number of ways in which 7 mugs can be arranged. So total number of ways in which 7 mugs can be arranged. Okay, total number of ways in which 7 mugs can be arranged. This will be equal to 7 factorial ways. This we know, right? They can be arranged in 7 factorial ways. Okay, total number of ways in which 7 mugs can be arranged in 7 factorial ways. So what happens now is total. From this, if you find the question is in how many ways can the 7 mugs be arranged so that the glass mugs are not together. So that is the important point. The glass mugs are not together. So first find the number of ways in which they are arranged so that the glass mugs are together. So first I'll write this as P1. You know, these are the mugs: P2, P3, P4, P5, and then G1, G2. Okay, and then G1 and G2. Now what happens is P1, P2, P3, all this has G1, G2. Okay. Now in how first I'm going to see in how many ways I can arrange so that the glass mugs are always together. Number of ways of arranging the 7 mugs so that glass mugs are always together. Okay, so the number of ways of arranging 7 mugs so that the glass mugs are always together. So how do you do this? So you have to make sure that you take this as one single entity, right? When you want to make something always together, so these two things should be together, right? So which means they should be taken as one entity. So it is no longer 6 factorial. It is, no, it is no longer 7 factorial. It is 6 factorial. because I have 5 mux and this G1 and G2 will be taken as 1. So totally the 6 factorial multiplied by 2. Okay, why is it multiplied by 2? Because G1 and G2 can interchange places. G1 and G2 can interchange places. So for that, or G1 and G2 can permutate. Okay, it is only said that G1 and G2 should be together. Now it can be G1 G2 or G2 G1, right? It doesn't matter how you arrange it. So that is why into 2 here. So now see, you have to find in how many ways in which the 7 mux are arranged so that the glass mux are not together. Plus ways of arranging 7 mux so that the glass mux are always together. Okay, this will be equal to total. This will be equal to total number of ways in which 7 mux can be arranged. Okay, so this is the base fundamental formula in permutation combination, guys. You can the number of ways in which you can do something and the number of ways in which you cannot do something will be equal to total. So here the ways of arranging the 7 mux so that the glass mux are always together, plus the ways in which the 7 mux are arranged so that the glass mux are not together will be equal to total number. Okay, so you use this, you will get the answer here. So here I'll get total number is 7 factorial minus this will be 6 factorial into 2. This will be 6 factorial into 2. So 7 factorial can be written as 6 factorial into 7, 6 factorial into 7 minus 6 factorial multiplied by 2. So you take 6 factorial outside. Okay, you take 6 factorial outside. On the inside, you will have 7 minus 2. So this will give me 6 factorial into 5. This will give me 6 factorial into 5. So 6 factorial is 720, guys. 720 into 5. How do you do 720 into 5? 720 into 10 by 2, right? So I'll simply do 7,200 into by half, which is 3,600. Okay. So this is the answer, 3,600. Okay. So, right. So all doubts, I'll give you a separate time at the end, guys. You can use that time and ask me doubts. Okay. So right now we'll move on. So all these are examples for you to understand. Okay. You can just go through it later. Yeah, this question. Let's try this question. Guys, again, I repeat, please make a note of your doubts. I cannot repeat again because of all the constraints that I have here now. Please make a note of your doubts will be clarified. So don't worry about that. Okay. So please make a note of all the things and you can ask me. I'll give you a specific time. You can ask me. I'll repeat all those things again. Right, so I've sent a link, guys. So I've sent a link in the chat box. So that is where you will find this Word document. I've sent a link in the chat box. So today at the end of the session, I'll upload it. 4 o'clock it ends, right? 4 o'clock, I'll upload this whole document in that Word Google Drive. Okay. So for this question, the answer I think is 15 because I asked my daughter how many students are there in her class. She said it is equal to the sum of three consecutive natural numbers. Now, how can you express, you assume those three consecutive natural numbers, three consecutive natural numbers as x plus 1, x plus 2. Okay, assume those three consecutive natural numbers as x plus 1 and x plus 2. Okay, moreover, it is equal to the sum of two natural numbers following those three consecutive natural numbers. What is the answer to my question? So now, what is equal to this x plus 1, x plus 2 would be equal to it is equal to two natural numbers following the three consecutive natural numbers. So what it means is it will be x plus 3 plus x plus 4. What are the two numbers following this? Two numbers following this would be x plus 3 and x plus 4. Correct? So that is what I did here. I did. They say that this is equal to this. In the question, what they say is the three consecutive natural numbers is equal to the two numbers following those three consecutive natural numbers. So you add all these numbers. The sum of these three numbers is x plus 1, x plus 2, right? So which is on the left hand side. This is equal to the right hand side, which is x plus 3 and x plus 4. So which will give me 3x plus 3 is equal to 2x plus 7. Okay, so this will give me 3x minus 2x is equal to 7 minus 3. So which will give me x is equal to 4. So once I have x is equal to 4, I'll see that those numbers will be here. I'll get those numbers as 4, 5, 6, and here I'll get the numbers as 7 comma 8. Now it doesn't matter, right? Both 4 5 6 sum is 15, 7 comma 8 sum is also 15, so the number is 15. So the number that they're talking about is 15. Okay, so 15 is the correct answer. Okay, so I asked my daughter how many students are there in her class. She said it is equal to the sum of three consecutive natural numbers. Moreover, it is equal to the sum of the two natural numbers following those three numbers. So x plus 3 and x plus 4 are the two natural numbers following those three numbers. So that is why you can see on the left side I have x plus 1 plus x plus 2 is equal to x plus 3 plus x plus 4. Okay, so you solve it, you'll get the value of x, which tells me the three natural numbers that they're talking about is 4, 5, 6, and the two numbers following the three natural numbers is 7 and 8. Okay, and you get the sum as 15. Okay, so the answer is 15 for this. Now, this question, just try this, then we'll make a Soumya, if x minus 1, x, then x plus 1, right? How do you get x minus 1, x and x plus 2? That is wrong. See, for this one, what happens is, get sum of 10 numbers is zero. At most, how many of them can be positive? See, that is why I say, see, let's say that first nine numbers are like this. 4 plus 3 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 3. Okay, the sum of 10 numbers is zero. At most, how many of them can be positive? You see, I can have 9 positive numbers and make the last one as minus the sum of all this, right? What is the sum of all this? 4 plus 3 is 7, 13, 18, 22, 29, 37, 46, 49. So I can simply say minus 49 and I'll get a 0. Can you see this? So I can have 9 positive numbers. The 10th number I can make it as negative and it could be the sum of all the positive numbers. Negative of sum of all the positive numbers. So this will give me minus 49. So which will give me 0. They say sum of 10 numbers is 0, right? So at most, how many of them can be positive? So at most, 9 of them can be positive. At most, 9 of them can be positive. Okay. So there you go. At most, 9 of them can be positive. That is the correct answer. Okay. Um, so yeah, 1 to 9 can be positive. The question is at most, maximum 9 is positive. Okay, you cannot have all 10 numbers positive, right? If you have all 10 numbers positive, then you'll never get 0, right? So all 10 numbers is, so at most 9 you can have positive. Okay, the question is at most, maximum. At most means maximum. So therefore 9 is the correct answer. Okay, so we'll move on to the next one, guys. Uh, right. So try this question. Um, See, guys, when I explain something, I'm trying to giving you the best possible solutions for all this. Okay. So, don't expect formula for everything. Okay. I'm trying to giving you the best possible, that this is the best thing that you can get for these questions. Best explanations. If there is a shortcut, I'll tell you. Every question won't have a shortcut. Okay. We cannot expect every question to have a shortcut. Okay. Uh, but, you know, this is the best that we have. The explanation that you get is the best explanation you have for that particular question. So what I'd suggest is, okay, what so for the whole of today's session, what you do is do the problem. I'll give you a question, you do the problem. See how I'm doing it. You know, so what I do, the way I do it is, if there are more than one way of solving it, of course I'll give you the answer. Okay, so I'm getting 12 as the answer. Most of you are saying 12. Okay. So guys, again, I cannot like reply individually to everybody, but I'm reading all your comments here. So if I see something I can help, I'll respond. So 12 minutes is great, correct? Okay. And again, so this is the method, right? . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Right. So for this one, X goes to office by driving at 5 by 7th of the usual speed. If he normally takes half an hour to reach his office, by how many times will he be late? By how many minutes will he be late? Okay. Now, see, we try to, you know, 1 minute. If you know that, okay, X goes to office by driving at 5 by 7 times his usual speed. See, let's suppose his usual speed as S. Okay, we'll assume usual speed as S. If he normally takes half an hour to reach his office, by now, by how many minutes will he be late? Okay, so his usual time we know it is usual time is T, usual time is capital T, which is given by 30 minutes, right? He usually takes half an hour to reach the office, right? This is given. Now, what happens is his speed, which is usual speed is S, becomes 5 by 7th of S. Okay, so his speed becomes 5s by 7. Okay, speed becomes 5 by 7th of yes, 5s by 7. If he normally takes half an hour to reach his office, by how many minutes will he be late? Okay, so that is the question. So now you have to understand one thing. You remember I talked about how efficiency and time are inversely proportional. So efficiency and time are inversely proportional. We talked about this, right? So similarly, this is in time and work. In time, speed, distance, efficiency is speed, where it is speed. So speed and time are inversely proportional. So in time, speed and distance, speed and time will be inversely proportional. Okay. So what happens here is efficiency and time are inversely proportional. Speed and time will be inversely proportional. So now what you can do with this is if speed becomes 5s by 7, this will imply that the time becomes 70 by 5. Time becomes 70 by 5. Because what is the usual time? The usual time is T. The increase time will be 70 by 5, right? So this 5 years by 7 will be reduced time. 70 by 5 will be increased time. Correct? Because when speed reduces, time will increase. The usual time is yes, basically. When we go at yes, the time takes to T. Okay, this we know at 30 minutes, right? But right now, it has become 5 by 7 of yes. The speed has become 5 by 7 of it. Or in other words, it has reduced. What is 5 by 7 of it? 5 by 7 of it is reduced. Okay, speed has reduced. So when speed reduces, what happens to time? Time increases. What happens to time? It becomes 7 by 5 of t. Right? You know, why does time increase? Because speed and time are inversely proportional. Because speed and time are inversely proportional, when speed reduces, time will increase. 5 by 7th of s will become 7 by 5 of t, will induce 7 by 5 of t. So I know that the speed are 30 minutes. I also know the 7 by 5 of t. Okay. So what we do to understand that the normal time is 30 minutes. And the increase time. Okay, increase time. Why is it increased? Because of slow speed. Because of slow speed. Because of slow speed, time increase. Right? So increase time will be equal to 70 by 70 by 5. And this is like 7 what is T? T here 30. So 7 into 30 divided by 5. So this will give me 210 divided by 5, which will be 42 minutes. So the normal time is 30 minutes, the increase time is 42 minutes. What will tell you that he is late by 12 minutes? He is late by 12 minutes. Option A is the correct answer. The normal time is 30 minutes. His increase time is 70 by 5, which is 730 by 5. So 210 by 5, which is 42 minutes. So there you go. Okay. Right. Just give me 1 minute, guys. I'll open up for doubts. You guys can ask your doubts. Okay. Others, if you don't have doubts, so you can come back at 11 o'clock. Next session starts at 11. If you have doubts, you can post it in the comment section. I'll explain all those things. If you don't have doubts, you can leave. I'll see you guys at 11 o'clock. Next session, I'm not going to teach anything new. I'm just going to clarify doubts from now onwards. If you have doubts, okay, you use this chat box. Ask me the doubts. The chat box. If you don't have doubts, you can leave. I'll see you at 11. Yes, Manu, I'll explain that. Okay. How do we took the Muhammad Naziruddin? I'll explain that. Just give me a minute. Yes, Ranjit, I'll explain that. Yes, yeah, sure. 1 minute. Right. Guys, I will explain this case. Okay. Let me just explain this. So for the first one, which everybody wanted to know is the least number I'm having. Okay. Let me just explain. How is it 6 factorial and by 2? Okay. So let me just explain that. For that question, you see here, how do you say, okay, I'm talking to Mano here, okay, somebody was, wanted me to explain this, right? So you see, you have to, 5 different plastic mugs, 2 different glass mugs are there, okay? Now, total number of ways in which 7 mugs can be arranged as 7 factorial ways. How? Because you have to see that P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, G1, G2, they are all different. So 7 different things can be arranged in 7 factorial ways. And 10 different things can be arranged in n factorial ways. Okay. If you have n different things, it can be arranged in n factorial ways. So 7 different things can be arranged in 7 factorial ways. But what we are finding is the number of ways of arranging 7, so that glass mugs are always together. Glass mugs are always together. If they are always together, you must take these 2 things as one, not 2. These are not 2 glass mugs. These are one. You have to take them as one entity because when they jump together. This is G1 and G2. For example, here this would become P1, and then this becomes P1, P1, and this is G1 and G2 will jump here. In the next permutation, I'm talking about the next permutation. This will become P3, P2, this will become P5. Okay, so there is a possibility this happens, right? So you can see G1 and G2 has jumped here. Okay, but when they jump together. In the next one, maybe they will be placed somewhere here. We don't know. Okay, but maybe they are placed like this. And the next permutation, maybe they are placed like this. Okay, so when they should jump together. So that is where they always together. When will that happen? When you take them as one entity. So they are no longer 7. There is only 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These 2 should be taken as 1. So I have 6 factorial. So instead of 7 factorial, I have 6 factorial because these 2 have become 1. Now into 2, why this is into 2 is because see it is G1, G2, but between these 2 they can rearrange themselves, right? It is only said that they should be together. It is only said together. But it can be G2, G1, this is also possible, right? They can arrange themselves within G1 and G2, they can arrange themselves. That can happen in 2 factorial ways, right? That is why this 2. Right, this is made sense, Mano. So you guys have to respond here quickly, guys. And then we can solve more doubts. Right. One, I'll explain the LCM problem. Just wait a minute, okay? How do we took? Is Mohammed Nasruddin there? Mohammed Nasruddin, are you there? Yes. Okay. So he wanted me to explain how do we take 13 number to with the LCM problem. I think many people have doubts there. The LCM. Okay. See, the question is very simply this. Okay. This is the question I do. What is the least multiple of 13 which is divisible by 3, 4, 5, 8, 10? Leave remainder 2 in each case. Okay. This is the question. Now, like I told you, forget about the least multiple of 13. Okay, we'll come back to that later. Okay, least multiple of 13, we'll come back to that later. Let's say the question is like this. Instead of least multiple of 13, they are saying what is the least number which is divided by 3, 4, 5, 8, and least 2 remainder in each case. So least number is the first number. Okay, when you least number, it is the first number that they want to know. The first number, guys, the first number which when divided by 3, 4, 5, 8, and 10, okay, gives remainder 0 is what is going to be the LCM of these numbers. It is going to be the LCM of these numbers. For example, I'll show you this. I've already given you. See, now I have multiples of 3 here. I have multiples of 5 here. If I ask you what are the numbers divisible by both 3 and 5, you will say 15, 30, 45, 60, 75. Right? So what are all these? So if I ask what is the first least number divisible by 3 and 5, you will say 15. Because see, 3 is divisible by 3 but not 5. 6 is divisible by 3 but not 5. 9 is divisible by 3 but not 5. 12 is divisible by 3 but not 5. But 15 is divisible by 3 and 5. Similarly, 5 is divisible by 3 but not 5. 10 is divisible, 5 is divisible by 5 but not 3. 10 is divisible by 5 but not 3. But 15 is divisible by 5 and 3. Okay, so LCM will be the first number which will be divisible by those two numbers. So LCM of 3 and 5 will be the first number which will be divisible by those two numbers. That is why each number divisible by x and y is LCM of x and y. You take the LCM of any two numbers, that will be the least number divisible by those two numbers. Right? That is the case with here also. If I want to find the least number which is divisible, when do you get a remainder 0? When it is divisible by all these numbers. So you find the LCM of all these numbers, that will be the least number divisible by all these numbers there. Okay, so find the LCM of 3, 4, 5, 8, 10. If you find the LCM, you will get 120. If you find the LCM, you will get 120. What it means is least number, least number divisible by 3, 4, 5, 8, 10. Least number divisible by 3, 4, 5, 8, 10 is 120. I can call it least number or first number. Okay, or I can call it first least number or first number divisible by 3, 4, 5, 8, 10 is 120. So now the question is, if the question is what is the least number which divided by 3, 4 leaves remainder 0? The remainder 0, the answer is 120. But the question is remainder 2. So how do you get 2 remainder? You have to add 2 to 120. So the least number or first number which when divisible by all this gives remainder 2 is going to be 120 plus 2, which is 122. It's going to be 120 plus 2, which is 122. Okay. So now what happens is the least number or the first number divisible by 3, 4, 5, 8, 10 is this. Now again, this is not the question. They want to know what is the least multiple of 13. Okay, which multiple of 13, which is divided by this leaves remainder 2 in each case. Okay. So okay. So seems like just a minute, guys. So seems like there is a real problem here. So I can understand why people are, saying this. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll just come back with this. Okay. So maybe in the afternoon session or the next session I'll explain this. Okay. There is a problem here. I can understand why you guys are asking this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. There is a problem here with this. I'll talk about this. Okay. In the next session. So thanks for pointing this out. Okay. So I'll talk about this again. So we'll go through this problem again. I'll explain this for everybody. There is a problem here. Okay. I'll talk about this. So is Ranjit there? Ranjit, are you there? Yes. Okay. So let me explain the question that you asked. What, guys, I'll explain this question. There is some problem with the explanation itself. Okay, so I can see why all everybody has doubts in this. Okay, I'll talk about this. Just give me some time. Sorry for this, guys. Okay, let me just talk about this. This is a question that actually Ranjit asked. So it goes same thing as successful percentage change. If the price of price is increased by 30 percentage, so this is price. By what percentage does consumption be decreased? So consumption, let us here, consumption. So that expenditure remains the same. So this will be the expenditure. I said sales, right? Instead of sales, you can mark it as expenditure. So this is increased by 30%. There is a 30% increase here. That is what they said. There is a 30% increase. There is a 30% increase here. Now, because of this 30% increase, the consumption should reduce. Why do I say the consumption should reduce, guys? Because they say the expenditure is the same. They say expenditure is the same. So when the expenditure is the same, obviously consumption should reduce, right? Or else you cannot have the same expenditure. So obviously the consumption should reduce because the expenditure remains the same. Remains same. Okay, so when the expenditure remains same, for 30% increase, the consumption X% will decrease. Okay, so the expenditure remains the same. So what happens in this case is, for the same formula only, A plus B plus AB by 100. Okay, the same formula only, but this is equal to net percent change, right? Here, the net percent change is 0 because you can take A as plus 30 because it is increase. You can take B as minus X because it is decrease. Because of these two things, the net change is 0 because the expenditure remains the same. Here it is expenditure, here also is expenditure remains the same. So your expenditure remains the same. So this will become 30 minus X minus 30X by 100 would be equal to 0. Okay, so the net percent change, it remains the same. There is no change at all. Okay, the expenditure, because of these two application of these two percentages, there is no change. That is why they say the expenditure remains the same, right? So the net percent change is 0. So all you have to do is solve it, you will get the value of X here. This will give me 3000 minus 100X minus 30X be equal to 0, and this will give me minus 130X would be minus 130X would be equal to minus 3000, and X would be equal to 300 by 13, which would give me like 23.07 percentage. Okay, so the decrease percentage is 23.07 percentage. So again, you can do it like this. That makes sense. Right. What we'll do is I'll just take a 10-minute break. We'll resume at 11 o'clock. Okay. We'll resume at 11. I'll just come back with the LCM question. Okay. I'll just come back with the LCM question.